Well, aspirants from Kwara North jostling for the 2027 governorship ticket of the All Progressives Congress APC in Kwara State have resolved to work together to ensure that the ticket does not elude the zone. Well, the aspirants at a stakeholders meeting held in Ilori appealed to the people of Kwara Central and Kwara South to support the advocacy of Kwara North in the interest of justice, equity, and fairness. Addressing the aspirants, Deputy Chairman of the party, Abdullahi Samari, said the leaders from the zone deemed it necessary to discuss and work on the only variable that will ensure that the opposition will not elude the zone. Samari assured members of the party that the guidelines of APC will be followed to produce candidates for the party. The Speaker, Kwara State House of Assembly, Yakubu Danladi Salihu, also appealed to the people of Kwara South and Central to support the northern zone of the state to have the gubernatorial ticket in 2027. Well, Haliru Dansoho Mahmud is an APC chieftain in Kwara State. He joins us now for more on this. Glad to have you join us, Haliru, on this Kwara issue. Yeah, Haliru, we're discussing. What's the whole idea of this resolving to work together for a candidate from the Kwara North?
Well, thank you very much for this very cogent question. The impression created out there has been that Kwara North is not united. As such, it will be difficult for any one of us to emerge as governor. Well, we debunked it. There's no zone in Kwara State that is as united as Kwara North, for so many reasons. In Kwara North, we have Kayama, the Boko-Baro speaking community. We have Baroten, the Batono speaking community from the same federal constituency. The other constituency, we have the Edu, the Nupe speaking community, Patigi, Nupe speaking community, and Moro, the Yoruba speaking community. One other federal constituency on the other hand. But Kayama, Baroten, Edu, Patigi, we are one. We are related biologically, geographically, spiritually, and what have you. So, all of us are connected one way or the other. We see ourselves as brothers. So, but what people expect is that, okay, because I'm from Kayama, no one else from Kayama should aspire for governorship, or because somebody, the speaker is aspiring from Baroten, no one else should come out. No, 100 of us can come out. But the fact remains that one person will emerge. So we now debunked the rumor that, look, this information is just a strategy to deprive us from having the gubernatorial ticket. Because since 1999, let me just take it shortly, to date, the Central has had late Governor Mohamed Lawal for 4 years, between 1999 and 2003. He was succeeded by Dr. Abubakar Bukola Saraki between 2003 and 2011. That's Central. That's 12 years at a stretch. Then 2011, Dr. Bukola Saraki was succeeded by a Kwara Southerner in passing of Dr. Abdul Fattah Ahmed, who reigned for 8 years between 2011 to 2019. Ordinarily, it should be the turn of the other zone, to Kwara North, to emerge in 2019. But that time, because of the hatred for the People's Democratic Party then, so because the current governor, Abdurrahman Abdrazak, and myself, and a lot of people who are in government today, were all in PDP. But the moment Dr. Bukola Saraki had indicated interest that he was returning back to the PDP in 2018, we all met and they said, look, they are leaving. If Saraki is coming, they are leaving. So that time I was a state leader of the party. This governor, Abdurrahman Abdrazak, was the one who bought our forms to emerge as ESCOs. So they left, I remained. I said, well, Me, I wouldn't leave because Bukola was coming. I would remain. I remained. And they all left. Unfortunately, he became governor. We had deputy, 24 State House of Assembly members emerged, 6 House of Reps members emerged, 3 senators emerged, and all the positions that were contested.
Okay, so the gist
so now
is that
the governor emerged. So, and by 2027, he will be completing his second term of 8 years. So, ordinarily, without any contestation, it should automatically go to the north.
Okay, I am aware you are appealing to the people of
so that is why we are appealing to the people of Kwara Central and Kwara South.
Kwara South.
Yes.
So, what's the outcome of the appeal? What's the outcome of the appeal?
Of our meeting in Lorry?
You are appealing to them. So
yes, because we have always been partners in progress. We have never opposed the emergence of a candidate from other zones. And for 28 years now, we have never tasted it. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. So they should give it to us.
But
we are not forcing them.
Give you power.
Alakites. That is why we are appealing, and we are working towards it. And the lacuna they want to leverage on is that we are not united. No, we are united. We are 4 contenders for now. Distinguished Senator representing Kwara North, Senator Sadiq Suleiman Umar, is my cousin. We are first cousins. We have the Speaker of Kwara State House of Assembly. He's my younger brother. We have Makaman Lafiagi. Is our friend, and my humble self.
Oh, you're also contesting.
I am Prince Halirudan's own Mahmud in Kayama.
Yeah. I
was the first to formally declare my intentions. So we are friends. Anyone amongst us
can be.
And whoever that emerges, we're going to give him all the necessary support as long as it's from Kwara North.
And this is under the platform of
All Progressives Congress.
So which means, of course, you've left PDP.
No, I have left
You're
PDP for
APC.
reasons.
So I am wondering, it's good to jaw.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you jaw, like Iran and USA, it gets to a point, it doesn't work. So if the appeal, if they refuse the appeal, what happens if a governor finally comes from the south or central and not the north?
Well, you see, I believe in God Almighty. Whoever gets any position at any given time, it is not by your riches, by your power, by your wisdom, by your strategy. It is God. If that is the will of God, no problem. However, we will not sit down and be calling on to God. You have to work towards it. And that's why we are working towards it. You cannot say we are not qualified to be governor.
But who said you're not? Did anybody say you're not qualified?
No, I'm just talking. We have all that it takes to even be the president of this country. Because other zones that have become one thing or the other had always enjoyed our support. And Kosi demands that there should be reciprocity.
And then again...
and one thing.
Okay.
I want to appreciate the executive governor of Kwara State, Malam Abdurrahman Abrazak. During his campaigns, he promised that, well, Kwara North has never had this. The time that you people are supposed to have this is when I came in. But at the end of my tenure, by God's grace, I will ensure that Kwara North produces my successor.
Okay, so he's working towards that.
He's working towards that. That's why he said we should put our house in order, because all the informations that they give him out there have been repugnant, that we are not united, we are this way. And I said, no, there's no crisis. Ordinarily, your supporters, my supporters, they will be at variance at some point, which is natural. But the moment a candidate emerges, all those structures will automatically collapse. So there's no krinkum krankum, okay. No acrimony between us.
Are you speaking the language of... No. All right, so I think it's to your favor that the governor is even saying that just get your house in order, and that's all you need. I'm supporting you. So I think if people have green light there, you know, to go ahead. It depends on how you work it out.
Yeah.
But one thing also that bothers me, I mean, one thing all should be concerned about, not just bothering me, is this: should the parties, and in your own case, and in your own state, be so much bothered about who becomes governor, where one comes from, and relegate competence to the background?
Well, if the party does that, I'll be disappointed, because there are certain considerations before supporting candidates. When we want to be governor, we do not want to be passive governors. Passive governor, we want a governor that will not only bring progress and development to Kwara North, but the entire Kwara State. And we want a governor that can stand out there and represent us properly, a governor that has a cerebral capability, that has an idea, a governor with an idea of how to do things differently, to develop the state, to alleviate poverty, to curb insecurity, and other vices.
So, which means, of course, competence.
Competence is very key.
Is valued there.
It's very key. Because look, people keep complaining. You say you want this, you want this. When you get that, you start complaining. Because what you wanted was that individual. Irrespective of what he has to, you cannot give what you do not have. So that's why, as much as we want Kwara North to produce a governor, it doesn't have to be anybody. It has to be that person with the cerebral sanity, capacity, connection, basic exposure, and
all right.
What have you?
Ali Nansaho Mahmud is APC chieftain in Kwara State. Thank you for joining us on News.